Okay, down in the basement here now. We're next to our vise. Uh, what I did here is I took all the set screws out. I put just a tiny drop of super glue on our tube here, our brass tube. Hold these splined couplings in the tube. That way I'm not fumbling around trying to hold everything together. But that should break loose once we start crushing this into the vise here. So, like I said, I took the screws out. Don't want to lose any of them traveling up and down the stairs here. So let's try to get her centered here in our vise. And let's start winding her in. Being very careful. I have touched down almost. Yeah, there. Let me relieve any pressure from that one going in. All right. And touchdown. All right. So that's all done. All right, that looks good. That's just a little bit of super glue there, that's all. But, oh, I'm not even in the picture. But anyhow, that looks nice. Yeah. Okay. Pushed in there quite nicely, yeah. It's tight. It was a little hard to wind that in there, so I think we got a good grip on the inside of that brass tube. All right, let's head back upstairs and see what's going on, see if it'll fit. Okay, we made it back upstairs here. Let's continue on. Here's our drive shaft. All right. Got that finished up there. But I put it on this drill bit here. I wanted to show you that she's running pretty true there. No bumps, no wobbles, nothing. So I must have got it pretty square on our cuts on our brass tube, so we're in good shape. All right. Now, as far as our locomotive is concerned, as anxious as I am to put that drive shaft in and see if it works, I think the wise thing to do would be to, further test these components before putting the drive shaft on and maybe breaking something. So I think what I want to do here first is a test of this motor. I do have my 12-volt power supply handy. So let me clip that. We're bypassing the tender here, going straight to the motor. All right. And then let me plug this in. Let me get the cord. All right, that's plugged in. Let's see if we can get it to turn here. Oh yeah, she's working good. Probably can't see much there. All right, Let's reverse directions. We switch the leads here. Okay, she's turning. So we know the motor works. Excellent. Yeah. Now, all right, we're happy with that outcome. That was a big question. I hadn't powered it up yet, so. All right, this gearbox. Not sure what I want to do with that. I know we got to straighten this frame up because that's crooked. So I think what we'll do, take a regular Phillips head for this. Looks like it's got some lock washers on it to hold the motor in place. We'll pull these out. Very carefully, not to lose our lock washer. Okay. Phillips head, machine screw, lock washer. Put that over there. Get our second one out. Felt like a couple buggered threads there. There we go. Second machine screw out. And lock washer. All right. There's our motor. She's a beastly thing. Yeah, cast on the ends there. This metal shroud all around it. All right. Very nice. Not much to it. DC motor. Lots of nice windings in there. I can see them. But anyway, yeah. What's that say? Made in Hong Kong. Okay. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see, but see if I can zoom in. Right here, somebody's been getting too close with a soldering iron. That was probably when they were doing this mess up here. So, that's alright. It didn't damage the motor, thank God. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, that's good to know. The motor's out. And we might as well continue taking this apart. Here's our bracket. Like I said, I've never worked on a Williams or a scale locomotive. Oh, that's too big for that. So we'll go with taking everything apart, see how it's built. perhaps help the next guy. Or gal. All right, another lock washer machine screw there. Set that aside for the moment. See a layer of oil back there. Okay, here's our bracket that holds our motor. Yeah, that is not 90 degrees. So we'll have to straighten that puppy out. We'll clean it all up too. But, yeah, good layer of oil there for whatever reason. Somebody's got drilled extra mounting holes there. That could be just for adjustment of the drive shaft, but looks like they've used the two closest holes for the mount, but it looks like you could move it closer to the gearbox if you wanted to. But all right, that's good to know. So we'll set that aside. We got to go straighten that out. See, these are all things we don't want to put any more stress on that drive shaft than there needs to be. Oh, here's our machine screw. Put that over there. All right. Okay, we're making progress, let's see here. If I was to unsolder this wire here from the tether going to the tender, I think we could separate our locomotive shell from the chassis. So I think that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to unsolder this, and let me get my soldering iron fired up. Be right back. All right, we've got our soldering iron right there. She's heating up. Let's do a little bit of a little more visual inspection here. Like I say, these two screws here are not the same, and we'll have to investigate that further. Let's see here, we've got some, I don't know if you can see that, but we'll zoom in here. Got some tiny Phillips head right there. They go through to hold that faux valve gear mechanism. Let's see, what else we got? Anything interesting? Just regular slotted screws in the front and rear drivers. Looks like a long Phillips head in the crank. Looks like a spacer there, spacer between rod and piston rod. All these screws down here look the same. I don't see any mismatched ones here. Huh. The ones in the, oh, I'm sorry, oh no, we're okay. I thought I was out of the picture frame there. But I see we got a couple Phillips heads down in there. One on either side. There's one up here, one down there. They look both the same there. What do we got for our valve rod here? Another very small Phillips head. We'll get our jeweler screwdrivers after that in a bit. Of course, our traction tires on the front drivers and the rear drivers there. All right, I think our soldering iron should be ready to go. Let's unsolder this. That'll release the light bulb for the front. It'll release both pickups. All right. All right. There we go. So that's the second pickup roller, the rear one. And then our tether wire is disconnected. All right. So now what we can do, set our motor in the shell, get our shell out of the way. Make it a little easier to work on.